Okay, here is Digibyte update. Again, I'm using PowerPoint, very primitive, but it shall still convey the point across on analysis. So I have these numbers already pre-templated just to make it easier. I could basically label it 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's important to see that I didn't label this as a wave 3 and 4 and 5. And one of the reasons is because the tendency of cryptos to generate an extended fifth is becoming quite frequent. Okay, like so. And this has a lot of implications because when you, for instance, in stocks, if you saw wave 1, 2, and you saw 2 is done, and the onset of 3 is happening, you will want to make most of your money in wave 3 because it is usually most often the extended wave. But in cryptos, it's not exactly that. Cryptos, you want to wait for maybe wave 4 to finish. And then you're going to get a huge extended fifth wave where a majority of your profit will be made. So this is why I'm really getting very excited to wait for the wave 4 bottom of the Bitcoin correction. Once Bitcoin hits wave 4, I'm projecting that there's a strong likelihood, given preponderance of evidence of all of other cryptos extending their fifths, that the fifth wave of Bitcoin will be extended, which is why I'm going as high as maybe a projection of 7,000 for Bitcoin, maybe even higher to $9,000. But let's see how it exactly happens for wave 4 to pan out. Anyways, so here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very nice motive. With every 5 waves, there is according to Elliot wave rule, a 3-wave correction in retracement in the opposite direction. So I have here A, B, and C. For this, I'm going to, and I've drawn this in a prior post as well, I want to draw trend line here, like so. And this trend line is very important because it needs to be breached by the prices before we see any higher highs. Okay, and here is the bottom line. Like so. So here's C. Wave 1 could be placed here. Wave 2 could be placed here. This can also be seen as WXY, in which case wave 2 can be placed here. It really doesn't matter. To get into an argument with any other Elliott wave technician as to the placement of exactly where wave 2, whether this is a 2 here, there, WXY, ABC, there's no happiness to be found in that. The gist of all of Elliott wave counting is not in the details. It's in the overall trend. I've always said ABC is something to really look out for because after an ABC, there will be a trend reversal. And that's really the big picture that you want to really look at. So here's a possibility. Now I want to caution you a little bit because that big Bitcoin bear is romping around the rose garden. If you look at this again, this could be a flag. It could be a bear flag in that it is slanting upwards. So my alternate count shows that if the bottom support line breaks, then C is not done, at least the big C. And that means that there's going to be a pretty phenomenal break, considering where the price is right now. But that's my alternate count right now. However, once the support does break and stays broken decisively, it's something to really watch out for. Because then you're looking at A, B, and C. Just as an FYI. But for now, my primary count is so that prices will experience an upward trajectory sooner or later. Okay? I hope this is helpful. Have a good night.